What's up, guys? It's We Came as Romans here.
If you're watching Beers in the Band, hit subscribe.
Hi, I'm Craig Priest, and this is another episode of Beers with the Band. Today we have We Came as Romans.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
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 Good. All right, we've got Kyle and Dave with us.
Yep.
Both frontmen. You guys know what the guitarists and the drummers say about frontmen and their egos. You guys have two in the band. How do you guys go when it comes to who's going to sing what and how you're going to go? I know like different melodies. You guys both have different styles, but do you guys fight over different lyrics and who's going to step up next time?
I mean, not really. I mean, we've been doing it for long enough where, we kind of just have a system about things. And on this last record, the way a lot of things went was, I originally planned on singing something, but then Kyle, sang it better, so he would take it, and vice versa. He had parts that he was really going to sing. Then I sang him, and it just sounded better with the song.
Yeah.
Flowed better, whatever reason. I mean, and we always pretty much agree, to be honest.
That's awesome.
Which is weird, but...
That works.
Do.
That works.
Yeah.
Kyle, you had trouble getting into Singapore?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
First of all, what happened? And second of all, how did you guys go on the Singapore show if Kyle wasn't there?
All right, so I'm going to the airport. I'm texting Dave. I'm like, yo, dude, about to be there.
Super stoked.
Bloody Marys.
Yeah,
let's
it's
do
a tradition.
it.
We always get a Bloody Mary.
And so he's like,
I'm
all right,
sitting there at the
sweet.
bar, just waiting for him. Got my Bloody Mary already. I'm like, all right, Kyle's coming.
I'm walking
Having his
up.
Bloody Mary sitting there.
I'm walking up.
no.
I give him my passport, and I'm like, I gotta hurry up. We got a flight to catch, and they're like, you're not getting on this plane. Your passport's expired, and I'm just like, ah.
Oh,
So
what a bummer.
I call my management. And I'm like, yo, we gotta figure this out quick because I gotta get out there.
Yeah,
it's not
of
just
course.
like a hop and a skip away, So,
No.
Not at all. It's across the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see one benefit, one plus side to this. You got two Bloody Marys.
I got two Bloody Marys.
yeah.
But I cried the whole time.
Yeah, of course.
Like, he never showed up.
Your tears made the Bloody Mary even more salty, I'm
Oh, yeah,
sure.
it's delicious. I mean, honestly, I got paranoid that I'm like, when does mine expire? It's not really something you check that often. You just kind of go.
Well, you get them for
And-
10 years, yeah? So
Yeah.
you don't even think about it. What did you guys do in Singapore then?
Well, I got a call.
Did you cover everything?
I did. We had to swap out Trouble because Trouble is like a really, really high song for both of us.
Yep.
Couldn't sing that one on my own, and I couldn't sing Moment on my own. So we swapped out Glad You Came, and we swapped out Moment with Misunderstanding. And
Right.
then, yeah, just powered through, did it. It was awesome. I had Andy take over a couple of my screaming parts. And
Yeah.
we handled it. We did it. The fans
That's
were
it.
happy.
That's it. That's professional.
Kyle bought me a case of beer the next day as a thank you. And
So no Bloody Marys yet.
well, that night we made up for it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And we'll probably leave it at that.
Yeah, we wound up having drinks that lit on fire that made a fireball
What?
out through the whole bar.
In
It
Hong
was
Kong?
so crazy.
Andy laid on a taxi. And told our guitar tech he bet him he wouldn't jump out the window.
Yes. Yes.
It was a good night. It was
It
fun.
sounds like an amazing night.
And it was like one of those nights where we were like, no, let's go out and love a couple, and something
It's
happened.
always the quiet nights
yeah.
that turn into jumping on taxis.
Something happened.
You guys have put out your self-titled. Well, you're about to put out your
Yeah,
self-titled.
it comes out this July.
Yeah, July 24th.
Yep.
I saw. So what I want to know is, do you guys put extra effort into a self-titled? The only reason I ask is because when I heard this new album, I was blown away. So I was like, you guys
Thank you.
must have just put your all into it.
Dude, we did.
Yeah.
I mean, we killed ourselves making this record, literally. I mean, we needed 2 months off just to decompress from writing and recording it, because it was just,
Hectic.
I mean, it took us, we took a while to write on the road, and then we took 6 months off just to write more. Because we went in the fall, and we showed David Bendeth the 15 songs we had or so, or I think it was somewhere on there. And we showed him the best one first.
Yeah.
And he goes, what the fuck is this? We're like, oh, and he's like, you better show me something that's going to impress me now, 'cause this is not doing it. And we were like, that's our best song.
Oh, no.
And he's looking at the lyrics, just picking them apart. He's like, what does this mean? He's like, what am I reading, a fucking novel? And we're like,
Wow.
so he pretty much told us to all learn how to play and write songs if we wanted to make a record with him. So we took 6 months to, travel around the country, write a bunch of songs.
Yeah.
We wrote some in New York, wrote some in Detroit, wrote some in Nashville, wrote some in LA.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Just different vibes in every city.
Yeah, definitely.
Came back with about 20 songs, and from that moment he only really took apart 10 of them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
and that's good.
Better.
That's good.
And then, yeah, we got the list down to about 11 and kept rewriting those and working.
Yeah.
And, dude, it was just such a process.
And
we needed a guy like him, though, to really push us, because on your fourth record, you kind of start to fall into habits.
Yep.
You start, without even realizing it, you're kind of writing similar things. We needed a guy to push us and be like, no, let's try this. And our sound's still there, but we definitely pushed the envelope.
Yeah. I don't know how much I can talk about the new album, but that first song is...
Regenerate?
Yeah, okay, we're allowed to
Playing it
name
tonight.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Regenerate is... I can understand why you chose that song to kick off the whole album, because as soon as I clicked play, I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, this is amazing, and it just kind of sets the tone for the rest of the album to come. And that's not to say everyone is going to be as powerful and hard as that. You've got your softer songs, but what made you choose the song that you released as the single, "The World I Used to Know"?
Well, we really want to put out something different.
Yeah.
Like something not expected.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, it's exactly what we wanted and exactly what we wanted to hear from everyone. Like,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
such good support, and like it's really like shaking up what people think about our band.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's just one song off the record.
Exactly.
Too. Like, just wait until you hear all of it.
And we
It's
wanted to put
incredible.
out, like Kyle said, something kind of shocking, where people are like, whoa. You know, 'cause we
Yeah.
always put out a heavy song, and then,
Yeah.
we want to do something different, get people
Definitely.
talking, get people wondering, like, and now the vibe is like, oh my God, like, what else are they gonna, what does the rest of the record sound like?
Exactly.
Like, no one knows, which is cool, so that's what we wanted.
You got people talking, that's for sure.
That's exactly what we wanted.
Yeah, exactly. So this is going to be, it's going to be huge. What's going to be the difference though between this album and previous albums that you guys have made?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big reason why it's self-titled as well, is because I feel like on this record, the six of us really came together and we wrote music and lyrics that like mean a lot to us, and we were really, really honest about everything. We were just writing what we wanted to write, saying what we wanted to say, playing what we wanted to play, and we've never done that before.
Yeah.
So it just made sense to call this We Came as Romans, because it's us.
Awesome. I've always wanted to know, have you ever, this is a side note, have you ever thought about like naming an album self-titled? Just self-titled?
Just to throw people out.
Self-titled.
We Came as Romans.
And then they're just like, oh my God, We Came as Romans, we came... No, it is self-titled. Okay, it is self-titled.
Wasn't there a band back in the day that called themselves like No Use for a Name? or
Yeah,
something?
no
Like,
use for a name.
you still named your band. Like,
No use for a name. Well, you know that process when you first start a band.
Yeah.
It's like, oh...
we're called nothing.
Yeah.
Dead Mouse has a record called Random Album Title.
Because you just couldn't be bothered or just couldn't think.
Yeah.
I want to play a game, if you guys don't mind, with a little hypothetical. Can we do a
Okay.
little hypothetical?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so this
We're
is...
pretty good at that. you
Yeah,
know?
sick,
we
sick.
throw so many of those like in the
This
mix.
is-
The
Yeah.
Would You Rather games
Yeah.
we play are horrible.
Oh,
So
are these
bad.
like
I won't
tour
even
bus
repeat 'em.
games?
Yeah, I won't even repeat some of the stuff we
No?
said.
Well, this one is kind of like the marry, fuck, kill.
Yeah, we
But
play this one
I've,
too.
I've got my own spin on it.
Okay.
So the first one is you've got to be on, and I'm going to give you the band names that you've got to do it with. So the first one, you've got to be on tour with them for 12 months straight. The second one, you've got to do a split EP with them, or split album record. And the third
I
one,
really wouldn't want to do either of these things.
the third one, you've got to take away their instruments and they're never allowed to play again.
Okay.
And the bands on the Skydancer Tour. So In Heart's Wake, Beartooth, Beartooth and Storm the Sky.
Everyone's so
That's
nice.
not fair.
Life isn't fair, boys. Life isn't fair.
Okay.
I'd say collab with Beartooth.
Collab with Beartooth, so split EP. Who are you
No,
going to take
I
away the
disagree.
instruments?
I think it'd be fun to write with In Heart's Wake.
Yeah,
I think that'd be fun.
yeah. I've heard you're a big fan.
Yeah, I do like their music, and I like their lyrics. Good band. I think it'd be awesome to tour with Beartooth forever, because we have like the same sense of
Yeah,
humor.
that's actually
Yeah.
like a lot.
We have the
Yeah.
exact same sense of humor. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's who all the guys were sitting with over there, and they just,
Oh, sick.
we're just laughing the whole time,
Just
and
swapping manly stories.
we're all from like the same area in the States. We're from Michigan and Ohio, so
Oh, yeah, yeah.
we all kind of grew up the same, and yeah, so we get along with them. I hate to
So
say it
the-
though, but it'd have to be Storm the Sky, and not because I don't like them as a band, but
See you later.
I'm sorry, guys. I think they're a really
Sorry.
good band, though. Just I want to write with them Heart's Wake. And so it's Beartooth.
Before we wrap this up, guys, I just wanted to ask you about the bus photo that you guys put up, because you guys put that up quite a bit ago, and that's such an inspirational photo. If you haven't seen it on their Instagram, it's you guys put up the like before and after kind of thing. So when they first started, you had a 15-seater bus, and it just kind of had handwritten like "We came as Romans" on it,
tape.
and then the bottom, in duct tape, and then the bottom one is just this big ass fucking bus that you guys have just with your like promo shot and "We came as Romans," and it was just like, what up?
Yeah, buddy.
Can you explain that? Like, how did you guys feel when you even just looked at that?
I mean, we've been touring in a bus now for a pretty decent amount of time. We were lucky enough to make that transition in like 2011.
2011.
Yeah,
and
summer 2011.
The first time that we set foot in a bus was in Europe, and we were all just like, "What? Oh my god!" Like, we were just like, we were nuts. We were so blown away that we didn't have to drive.
Yeah.
We got to lay in a bed. I mean, we were in a van for like a good 6 years, I think, or 5 years. Yeah, 5 years of just like
2005 to 2000.
Yeah, pretty much. Just like, sleeping on top of each other, eating McDonald's every day, ramen noodles, $2 a day to eat.
Which is good at the time, though, yeah? Like,
dude,
when you're trying to break it.
My favorite memories are from that time, for sure. You know, we were trying to, like, get the wheels turning on this band and, like, start touring. Those are some of my favorite memories.
But it's good to move on.
It was great to be able to make that transition, and it was cool, like, that someone found that old picture of that old band. Seeing it was, it's pretty incredible how far this has come, and then, you know, that's just, like, one symbol of it, which is pretty amazing. It's come a lot further than any of us would have thought it would, that's for sure.
Well, I'm happy it has, because it's come all the way to Australia, and we love you here in Australia.
Thank you.
And you like beer.
I love beer.
You love beer.
I love beer.
If Brian, your tour manager, is correct, you brew your own beer.
I do.
Yeah?
I'm not going to lie. I'm okay at it. There's some guys that are, like, really good. Like, my cousin-in-law, he is amazing at it. He's like, hardcore. He's got, like, a whole setup in his basement. It looks like a little brewery. It's insane. Really? Yeah, he's got beers
or
on
he's
tap.
cooking meth.
Yeah, that could be it, too. But he's got 4 different taps on his basement. And each one are his home brews, and you can't see the kegs. It looks like a bar. It's insane.
What?
Yeah.
That's the dream. Touring the world is not the dream. that is living the dream.
He's living the dream. But he's the one that taught me how to brew. And yeah, I've done 7 different brews. No, 8 different brews.
8?
Yeah, and I've only had one come out bad.
What's the name of your beer? Because
I always get clever with my titles.
Yeah.
I named a double IPA the One True Hop.
The One True Hop, okay.
Because our song Hope, like the biggest lyric is "We are the one true hope." So I named it
Oh,
"We are the one
nice,
true
nice,
hop" and put
nice.
a little hope symbol on it.
Nice. What was the one that you mentioned, Brian?
Oh, the Daddy Dave's.
Daddy Dave's.
Yeah, I named
that
my
one
brewery
was cute.
Daddy Dave's Brewing.
Daddy Dave's, I like that one.
Well, my girlfriend and her cousin, like, I don't know, they thought it was so funny that my bandmates call me Daddy Dave, and they're the ones that were like, you gotta name your brewery that, and I was
Daddy
like,
Dave.
okay, Daddy Dave's Brewing.
What did your taste buds tell you about Young Henry's natural lager?
I like it because lagers usually just taste like water, and this actually has a lot of flavor to it,
Yeah.
which is surprising for a lager.
Yeah, I like it. They do a hop ale and a Ned Flanders. And
I would love to try their hop ale. I love hoppy beers.
Yeah?
Yeah, I brewed an Imperial IPA that came out to like 9%, and I was like feeding it to my friends, not telling them what the ABV was. And a couple in, they were all like, "Hey, this is really good."
They've had half a bottle.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
fun.
All right, well, Dave, Carl, thank you guys so much
Thank
for
you, man.
taking the time out.
Thanks,
really
dude.
appreciate it. And enjoy Australia.
Thank you. Yeah.
We've been living in the shadows every day. Are we ever gonna